Leo Sam Franz was an excellent athlete at St. Peter and Paul High School before coaching basketball at St. Mary's Cathedral. He started his coaching career in 1949, and St. Mary's won the Valley Parochial League title the very next year. In 1953, the Maroons won the state championship.
His teams were always fundamentally sound, always organized, took a lot of pride in not having anything to say on the field or on the court, and always tremendously conditioned athletes. He was a very big believer in those areas.
Coach Franz has a unique distinction as half of the only Michigan brother coaching combination to win 500 games each.
I was fortunate enough to be a member of the team when Coach hit the 300 milestone, and of course I think he went over 500 eventually in his career. But he was an outstanding, and I emphasize outstanding, football coach. He was, again, same with basketball. He stuck with the fundamentals, very basic, but the execution was always there, and he had just a wonderful way of allowing, as he referred to us as his boys, coming together as a group and finding our own identity and having fun.
Coach Franz was named to both the Michigan High School Coaches Hall of Fame and Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan Hall of Fame. He coached St. Stephen's to 2 golf championships, while also coaching the Titans varsity football team for 5 years, including a perfect 8-0 record in 1970.
Sam was not a great X&O guy, but he was, again, tough, got you in. He was a great conditioner. You know Hoyt Park? That's where St. Mary's used to practice. And there on the one hill at the far north end, there was a big, where we ran, it was, I wonder the city didn't get on them because it was just a big circle, you know. But, and we never got hurt. I don't remember injuries. And of course, no mouthpiece, no face mask, none of that stuff.
Coach Franz eventually moved to Merrill, ending his career with a 526 and 196 record.
He worked at the old Eaton Manufacturing, and he would work nights. And so after the game we'd win and all of that, he couldn't celebrate. He went to work. He had to go to work, you know.
He was the kind of guy that when you were just in his presence, you just felt good. There was this, again, this positive feeling, this like almost energy that you got off of him, and that he stood by his players. He would go right down swinging with them. He really instilled respect for the opponent, for the officials, and that we were to conduct ourselves as men. And it's just some memories that that'll be with me for the rest of my life. And there are many times in the course of day, week, or whatever that I find myself thinking about Coach.
Coach Franz lost his battle with cancer in 1990. It was a horrible time for the family and friends.
One of the last things we talked about is I just made sure he knew how much I respected and loved him, and I spoke on behalf of a lot of guys who played for him.
The coach's legacy goes beyond the 2 state basketball championships he brought to 2 different high schools. It continues on with the several players that now teach in his style.
He's the reason I coach. This is my 44th year of coaching.